All right, I'm the flat rate master, and today we're talking about Erico was wrong to charge that customer on his comeback. Let's talk about that. I know a little clickbaity, but Erico told me to do it, so Erico's comeback video. If you haven't seen the videos, I'll link them in the description. Cut and dry story is Erico had a check engine light diagnosis, lean codes. He repaired the lean codes, shipped the car. He verified the repair before he shipped it. It shipped. Now the customer brought it back because the light was on again. Now in a customer's mind, well, it still broke, even though it can have a very different issue. Now in his case, purge code. So now, should he have eaten that repair or the diagnosis of it? Well, no. I'm not, disagreeing with him at all. But is it a comeback or is it a, additional repair? When it comes to customer mindsets, it's a lot grayer for a customer over a technician. Car comes to the shop with a check engine light. It leaves out of the shop with no light. A day later, check engine light comes back on. It's the same problem, even though, the complaint they came in for was runs rough, yada, yada, yada. 2 days later, it ran the cat monitor and failed because they drove it around for a month with the misfiring like, Hades. So it's not a comeback, but that's why it's so important. As a technician, you document the codes, all lights that are on. I did a whole video on covering your rear end with documentation. Write up all the codes, write up all the testing you did, write up the monitors that have not passed, and that's what Erico talked about in that video. It's so important to document that, yes, this is going to fix this problem, but this monitor hasn't set, this monitor hasn't set, etc. Let's talk about comebacks in general. The perception is, whether we like it or not, I'll give it a great example of an actual comeback. Another technician here did a condenser, compressor, expansion valve, and evap core for a compressor failure. Contaminated the entire system, needs to be replaced, Black Death. You got it all done, it left, it came back 2 days later on a tow truck with the radiator leaking like a sieve. Technically, he didn't touch the radiator, but in reality, the condenser's right there, and I did the repair when that vehicle came back on a tow truck because the other technician was on vacation, so I got to inspect the vehicle and diagnose it as a bad radiator that probably had been damaged during installation of the condenser. So, yes, it was a comeback on technician error. Yes, we paid for 100% for the tow, her rental car, and the shop paid me to install a new radiator. No cost to the customer whatsoever because it was a comeback. Now, then there's perceived comebacks. That's what Erico had. He had a perceived comeback. Check engine light came back on. Customer was warned. All monitors hadn't passed. Well, all monitors hadn't been passed. He had other issues. And we run into that a lot when you deal with emissions repairs because some customers will drive along for, 9 months with a check engine light on because they're in Georgia, their license plate is not due, so they'll keep riding until they got no choice, which usually means, the week after their birthday, so it's an emergency now, but we'll digress from that. But my point of this video is, as technicians, we need to make sure we document our process, what we found on the vehicle. Let's just say you bring a car in for a check engine light and you don't notate that wheel bearing that's about to fall off, and 2 days later that wheel bearing falls off. Is that a comeback? Technically no, but you didn't, check out the vehicle and make the customer aware they had an issue. don't give me too much hell about the clickbait thumbnail. Eric O told me to do it. So, but let's, discussion about comebacks. Is it a comeback? For Eric O? No. But in the customer's mind, unfortunately, if we don't educate them, it may be. Thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master.